In a quiet countryside, there once lived a hard-working and honest man named Ramesh. He tilled his small farm every day with great dedication, but he faced a big problem. There wasn't enough water to irrigate his crops. One scorching summer, while desperately searching for a water source, his plants began to wither, and he needed a quick solution. In his desperation, Ramesh went to his wealthy neighbor, Suraj, who had a well on his land. Ramesh approached him and asked if he could purchase the well. Suraj, being a shrewd and cunning man, agreed and sold it to Ramesh for a handsome price. Ramesh was relieved, believing his troubles were finally over. The very next morning, Ramesh went to draw water from the well. But just as he was about to fill his buckets, Suraj appeared and shouted, "Stop! Don't touch that water!" Surprised, Ramesh looked at him and asked, "Why are you stopping me? I bought this well from you." Suraj replied smugly, "Yes, you bought the well, but I never sold you the water inside it. That water is still mine, so you cannot use it." Ramesh was stunned. He had spent all his savings on the well, yet was being denied the water. He argued with Suraj, but the man remained stubborn. No matter how much Ramesh pleaded, Suraj refused to change his decision. Left with no choice, Ramesh went to the king's court to seek justice. The king, known for his wisdom and fairness, listened to both sides. Suraj claimed that while selling the well, there was no agreement that the water belonged to Ramesh, so it still belonged to him. The king found the matter puzzling and called upon his wisest minister, Haridas, to settle the dispute. Haridas listened carefully and then asked Suraj, "You sold the well to Ramesh, but you say the water is still yours?" Suraj confidently answered, "Yes, the water is mine. I never sold it." The minister smiled slightly and said, "If the well belongs to Ramesh, then the water inside also belongs to him." Suraj protested, "But there was no deal that I sold the water to." The minister, realizing Suraj's cunning trick, thought for a moment and then said, "Very well, you may keep your water, but since the well is on Ramesh's property now, you have no right to store it there. So, either remove all your water from the well immediately or pay rent to Ramesh every day for keeping it." Suraj's face turned pale. He knew he couldn't remove all the water, and paying rent for something he had already sold was foolish. Defeated, he apologized to Ramesh and allowed him to use the water freely. From that day on, everyone in the village learned a valuable truth. Dishonesty might seem clever at first, but it never truly wins in the end. Music. In life, it may appear that wealth or success can be gained quickly through lies, deceit, or clever tricks. At first, these unfair means might bring short-term gains, but they eventually lead to downfall, just as Suraj's trick backfired on him. Many people chase riches and power without thinking about the cost of their actions. But wealth gained through dishonesty is like a house built on sand. It may stand for a while, but once the truth comes, everything collapses. On the other hand, those who walk the path of honesty, patience, and hard work may not see immediate results, but their success is strong and lasting. Just like Ramesh, who stayed true to his principles and eventually won. This is not just a story of a farmer and a well. It is a reflection of how the world works. Dishonesty may look smart, but it always loses in the end. Truth and fairness will always stand strong, and those who hold on to them will find success that truly lasts. Friends, remember, clever lies may shine for a moment, but truth shines forever. Be honest, work hard, and success will follow you. If you like this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring tales.